What's good, collective? Thank you so much for tapping into Midheaven Tarot. Listen, someone in the collective, whether this is you or someone that you know, has found some evidence of something. I don't know if you were being accused of something, collective, or if you were accusing someone of something, right? Like there's been evidence found, okay? And it has brought this person to the idea that they may need to apologize to you, or you have come to the idea that you need to apologize to someone. There's also a promise out here that someone wants to make surrounding this situation. I don't know if they want to promise to never distrust you again, if they want to promise not to be, overly reactionary again, if they want to promise not to be snooping through your phone or snooping through your emails, snooping through your socials, whatever the case may be. I don't know what this promise is, but they found some evidence that is bringing them to the conclusion that they need to apologize to you, or this is you, collective. We're going to tap in and see what's going on. Thank you again for tapping in. To all of my returning subscribers, what's good, Soul Tribe? To all of my first time viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this, okay? Clarify evidence for me, Spirit, please. Hesitation. Commitment. Okay, so someone found some evidence or has been doing some investigating because they were hesitating to make some sort of a commitment either to you, or this is you hesitating to make a commitment to someone. Somebody hesitated to make a commitment here. All right, and so whatever evidence this is that they have found, they want to apologize now for not making said commitment. What is this evidence, Spirit? Confinement. Uh-oh. Family. Somebody has been making you feel isolated from a family dynamic. Someone's been making someone here feel isolated from a family dynamic, or like you're not a part of a family. Clarify the evidence. Too many. Sweetheart. Basically, oh, this is about a child. Okay. This is about a child. Okay, so it seems like the paternity of a child has been called into question by somebody. So either you are the individual who has been calling into question this child, or someone has been calling into question a child that you had with them, collective. All right? There was a hesitation to commit to this child being their child, your child. Take it how it resonates. So someone has kind of shut themselves off from a family, or didn't want to be a part of creating this family. For some reason, they didn't believe that the child was theirs. Clarify the idea, please. Too many. Third party I saw wants to come out. Sleep, dream, strategy. Okay. Somebody has an idea. They're planning something. They have a strategy in mind. They're also mentally, they're obligated. They may, okay. Basically, either you or someone you've had a child with, clearly, okay, decided that they wanted to question whether they were the other parent, or the other producer of said child. All right, whether they were the one who contributed. This is probably a masculine, because mama's baby, daddy's maybe, right? They had this idea. They came up with this cockamamie excuse to not accept paternity of this child because they didn't want to take obligation for the child. They didn't want to be obligated for it. So this was literally a strategy. This was a strategy that they used to keep from being obligated over a child that I'm feeling like they knew was theirs. They knew was theirs. They didn't want to be locked in a family. They didn't want to be locked into a family. So they didn't want to be locked into the mother of the child and the child. They didn't want this little nice, bubbly, fun looking situation here. They didn't want that. So they decided to question the paternity of the child or children. All right? Take it how it resonates. So this idea, like I said, they came up with, okay, this is kind of classical. This is a classical situation. This is not very unique or original. Someone decided that they would just question paternity because they didn't want to be obligated. They thought it was a way to keep them from being obligated. But for some reason, there's an apology here. So we're going to see what's going on. What's up with this apology, Spirit? Apology. Trap. Merit making. They want to apologize because they realize that they realize that they are dealing with like a trickster energy within themselves. They realized that they laid this strategy to question paternity as a trap. They realized that it was a immoral thing for them to do, to question. They thought that you were trying to trap them, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. They want to apologize because they thought you were trying to trap them, but this is a bunch of BS here. I'm not saying the apology is BS. I'm saying that I'm really picking up heavily that they knew that they were just trying to strategize a way to keep from being obligated or taking obligation for the child that they created with you, or you did this to keep from taking obligation over the child that you created with somebody. But they want to apologize because basically it was a foul thing to do. It was a foul thing to do. It actually is not what they stand for, but they did it anyway. Why did they do that if that's not what they stand for? Why? I mean, daydreaming, illusion, optimism. What did they think was going to happen? Nightmare. Yeah, they felt like being trapped in a family or stuck in a family dynamic with a child would be a nightmare for them. This is something that they feared, something that they dreaded. Okay? Clarify the promise. What is the promise here? It seems like they're promising that they're going to accept the child. They promised to like never calling this into question again. I'm pretty sure paternity probably was done. If not, then this is someone who just knows that this is their child. And the child could be, any age. You know what I mean? Like any age. This could be someone who, it could be your father figure collective that is now trying to make up for not being in your life, right? Like, but with this evidence card, I feel like there was some sort of a paternity done. But with that paternity being done, they're promising to, be a stable parent, to contribute. They're promising to accept the child, that they are ready to be in the child's life. This is kind of beautiful. This is kind of dope. This is dope. This is good. Listen, people make mistakes, and I know, it's a child at stake here, but people have baggage and stuff that don't have anything to do sometimes with the people that is in their life. They have childhood baggage, childhood wounds. Not making an excuse, but things happen. But for the benefit of the child, it looks like this is a beautiful reading because this other parent, who is probably the father, is ready to make a promise to be stable, to be in the child's life in a stable way, and is ready to be a father, a parent. Okay, what else? too many. Natural disaster, risk, frustration, survive. So collective, this is something that you could have felt like was just something that kind of shocked you. It could have came in unexpectedly. Things could have been going perfectly fine with this person. And at the point that you told them that you were preggo, like all of a sudden they like, it ain't mine, it ain't mine. It could have been one of them little hoodwink, bamboozle situations like that. So whatever this is, this was a situation that you went through. The storm is over is what I'm hearing Spirit say. The storm is over. Selfishness, selfness, mutish attitude, arrogance. Yeah, maybe you were trying to explain to this person like what the truth was, but they weren't trying to hear you. This could also be you, collective, if you are the parent that has been pretty much abandoned with the child. This could be something that you are not trying to hear this person's promise and this person saying they're going to be stable and they're ready. You may not be trying to hear them because you feel like it is too risky. Like them questioning, for one, I mean, I don't know if this was, a casual situation or if this was a relationship, but for one, it's almost like, it's almost like an insult to you. For someone to question this, it's almost like, do I really carry myself in a way that you would think that I would be out here just, doing whatever with whomever and just make a baby that I don't know who the daddy is? So you may feel a little bit offended because I saw the Fury card come out. I saw it want to come out. So you may be very offended by this person's allegations, this person's neglect over the child. All right. So you might not be trying to hear this person's apology. Clarify, vow, wish, hope, stress. You made some sort of promise. You clarify. Yep, that's what I was getting. You have promised this person, yeah, you still raising hell. You are really, you're offended about this. You have third wheel. I think because they questioned your fidelity. Like I said, they questioned you in a way that made you feel insulted. Because what I'm picking up in the energy is you're not even the kind of woman that carries herself that way. Right? Like, this person knew that they were the only person you were with, the only person you were seeing. Possibly y'all were in a full-fledged relationship. Like, so for them to be questioning your loyalty and things like that, and it really offended you. I feel like you have made a promise to yourself that you're going to stress this person out as much as you possibly can. You're going to stress them out as much as you possibly can. Clarify the schedule, bully. Withdrawal. Spirit does not want you to do that. Okay? Spirit does not want you to do that. I know you're offended. Spirit knows you're offended. You feel insulted. You feel, even possibly abandoned. Okay? You feel lost. This is what came out. You feel some sort of loss. You feel damaged. All right? Like this person possibly even damaged your reputation. Maybe just made you feel, shitty at the end of the day. Because, if you're a good, upstanding person, you carry yourself as a certain way as a woman, you know what I'm saying? And you're in this connection with this person and, okay, I'm pregnant, and then they want to pull out and question your ability to be, faithful, to be a decent woman, a decent person. Yeah, like, Spirit wants you to relax, all right? They want you to relax. They want you to relax from the spirit of conflict with this individual. I feel like this person is genuinely sorry, though. Give me more about, that's not the deck I want. Give me more information on on this person's intentions, who is apologizing to the collective or needs to. We have justice on the bottom of the card, on the bottom of this deck. So I don't know if there's paternity, child support in the makings and things. Might be some legal proceedings, custody battles, things like that. Maybe this is somebody who wasn't there for the first umpteen years, or 10, 11, 3, 4, 5 years of this child's life, and now all of a sudden they want to sweep in and ask for custody. They want to sweep in and do the right thing. They want to sweep in and act like everything's normal. I'm not really sure, but it's given that there's still some conflict. And you may be feeling like to go into sharing custody with this person who wasn't there during the pregnancy. They weren't there through the newborn phase. This child could be well in kindergarten, 2nd or 3rd grade now, and they want to come in and talk about, okay, I'm ready to be their daddy, which is cool. That's not a bad thing, but this is causing some conflict with you, because you may feel like, okay, now you may feel like this is taking something from you. Not your child, because that's going to always be your child, but it's just like the offense of it all. You go overboard for however many years. You weren't there while I was pregnant, and now you want to come in and take me to court and do some justice stuff because you ready to be your daddy. That's not a problem. That's all cool. But what I'm hearing Spirit say, collective, if this is you that is dealing with this, to try to relax a little bit, all right? You may feel a little bit of loss. You may feel the need to fight, like someone's trying to take something from you. All right? Clarify, what is the intentions with this individual who is apologizing or needs to apologize or has apologized? What is the intentions? We have party, celebration, food, drink, feed your body, health and abundance, feeding your soul, food for thought. I'm getting from this card alone, and we'll see what comes out with it, but I'm getting that this person intentions is to provide for this child. Okay, their intentions is to be in the child's life, to provide nourishment for the child, not just food, but emotional, mental, physical nourishment. I'm feeling like this card is saying that the person wants to be a provider and be in the child's life and to be seen as a source of provision for the child. So there's some sort of celebration. This is what would make this individual happy. Okay, this is what make them feel like they have righted their wrongs. I'm hearing Spirit say. Tell us more. What is the intentions of this individual who's apologizing? Yeah, they want to provide. They want to get in a better place, in a better space. Okay, this is something that they desire. Yeah. Clarify, provide. Clarify, spoon. I'm sorry. Clarify, spoon, Spirit. Yeah. They also want you back. They also want you back. I knew that was going to come out. That's why I paused and said, let me go back to this spoon card. I felt like that was going to come out. They also want you back. Actually, what they want is their family. All right. I don't know. Now, when I'm picking up another storyline here, y'all. Now, take this how it resonates, because some of you listening, you may have been in a family dynamic relationship, been married and or in a committed relationship with someone, and this person stepped out and made a baby on you. Okay, and maybe they tried to hide it. Maybe they tried to act like it or not stake claim to the child that they created with someone else. Maybe they are apologizing and promising never to do that again because it goes against what they actually stand for. They know that it was not right for them to do. So they are in a sense of readiness to come back in and make things right. Now, if this is someone who stepped out on you and made another baby on you, Spirit still wants you to withdraw from conflict. You feel some loss, but the conflict, the fighting, the picking opportunities to make this person pay for what they did, whether it be through the justice system over children, whether it be, I don't know. It could be some women still out there slashing tires and busting windows and stuff like that. I don't know. Showing up on jobs, making scenes. You just want to be, you just in a very offended space. However, whichever one of those scenarios this resonates with you, Spirit wants you to kind of move away from the conflict, the fighting, and wants you to focus on your healing and relaxing and finding peace. Okay, finding some peace within you for you. And if there are other children involved, for those children. Okay, for the child that is involved between you and this person, for the child, find resolution, find peace. Okay, you may need to go to court to get peace so that you can get things ironed out. You have the child this day, they have it that day, weekends, weeks, holidays. Just get it all ironed out, the child support ironed out, all of that, and move on with going back into a peaceful space. Okay. But this person actually does want you back. All right. They may have, this could absolutely be someone who stepped out on their family and then got put out of their family because what? And now they want back. They want back in. Tell us more, Spirit. And I mean, they really want back in though. And I don't see no disingenuousness here. They may be ready. They may be ready to be the family guy, the family man. This could be someone also that you were dating, getting to know, you were in a deep connection with. You were both pouring into each other, and then there was a conflict at the point of discussing, having a baby, and then things just kind of spiraled. Maybe this person did not agree, didn't want to be a family guy, so on and so forth. But yeah, with that evidence card though, I feel like this is somebody who got caught up. Got caught up. Yeah, that's what it is. Somebody got caught up. Somebody is now thinking clearly about the decision that they made. Now, they either got caught up cheating and created a baby outside of their family, or they feel like getting you pregnant was them getting caught up or trapped with the trap card. Okay, so there's this energy of being caught up in something that they didn't want to be in, or caught up in something that they weren't supposed to be in. You feel me? But yeah, they feel like they are very clear that they want to get back in. They want to get back in good graces with you, collective. They want to be locked in with you. And if there's children involved, they want to step up to the plate and be the parent that they're supposed to be. This is their intentions. We have Space Ranger. And then Ferris Wheel. They kind of want to come in and kind of like save the whole situation. Like, if this is if you're in the collective and you are already in a family ship with this individual, they kind of want to come in and get the whole family back in a good space. They kind of want to come in and get the family back in a good space. Clarify, Space Ranger. This could also be that somebody came in and helped them see something. They're very optimistic though. They're very optimistic that they can redeem their family. They can redeem you as a partner. And they're willing to kind of like put in the work. With this Space Ranger issue or card here, I'm feeling like this person is like, they know they're going to have to be the one to show up. They're going to have to be the one to, go outside of themselves, get outside of their comfort zone, show up You know what I mean? Like, help you. Help you with the child, help you with the family, help you, and help themselves to make this right. And they're very optimistic with it. They know that there's going to be some ups and downs, right? Like, they know that there's going to be some conflict, but they feel like they can get to a resolution with you and get in a better space. Yeah, see, they know, this is what I'm saying. They know that this could go either way, right? The better or the worse, discovering legacy or sorrow, a happy journey, good or bad, money in and out, joy, disappointment. They know it could go either way, but what they do know is that they have to be the one that is dependable. They have to be the one to show up and show you that they are actually serious about recovering the connection and or the child or children that they had with you. If this is a marriage, they want to recover their marriage. If this is just a long-term committed relationship and engagement where there are children involved, right? They know that they need to be the one to put in the work, okay? To really, like, bring this cycle that you guys are in, that they created, very much so, but to bring it to an end, okay? To bring it to an end, they are ready and willing to put in the work. That is what they're trying to communicate to you. And you may still be in a bit of, like, you're just offended that the shit happened at all. Okay? Like, you're still kind of bothered that it happened at all. And again, you get the peace card. Slowly, surely, okay? With patience. Spirit is saying to you, collective, if you are on the receiving end of this situation, to be patient, to take it slow, okay? And I'm also hearing that some of you may still be pregnant with fertility up here. You may still be pregnant. So again, there's some peace that you need to step into for the safety of the pregnancy, okay? For the safety of the pregnancy, Spirit needs for you to go towards peace. Peace. All right? In a way that is authentic, though. Not no forced, but authentically work towards peace. Begin to pour into yourself, nourish yourself, take care of yourself. If you're pregnant, if you're already, in mommy mode, spend time with yourself, bubble baths, take long walks, go walk the dog, you know what I mean? Drop the kids off to their grandmama, to their granddaddy, get a weekend, go out, watch a movie by yourself, get the biggest damn box of popcorn you can find if popcorn is your thing, and get you one of them fat Coca-Colas. You understand what I'm saying? It make it go down good and get you one of them Coca-Colas. Peace. Like, they want you to, because you feel like this person is a player. You feel like this person is trying to play you, okay? Because the player card fell out. I put it back, but I'm taking it out now. You think this person is slick talking you. You think they're a slick talker. So your guard is up, as it probably should be. As it probably should be. Should the collective work towards, what is the advice for the collective when it comes to this situation with this individual? What is the advice? Let me get these, because this seems like a love situation. So what is the advice for the collective who is on the receiving end of this apology when it comes to this person? I feel like something is going to be worked out in court. I really do. Now, whether y'all are going to get back into an intimate connection or not, I really feel like that is, again, going to be up to you, how you feel. But I feel like you're very guarded right now. You think this person is just slick talking you. I feel like you feel like they pulled the rug from up under your feet. And so when people do that, it makes it very hard to step back out on them. You know what I mean? It makes it very hard. They don't fit, just their whole energy screams to you, don't step back out on them. They're gonna drop you again, So let's see what Spirit has to say to advise you, if you are, I saw divine timing and trust wanted to come out. So let's see what comes out. Receiving in. What is the advice for the collective, Spirit? Together. Okay. Finding joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Ow! All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm celebrating already. Because it looks like you may get back with this person. What else, Spirit? Destiny. Oh, wow. Ooh, I like it. This person, this is your person. And I know that this sounds crazy. I know that this sounds like no way. But this is your person. Again, this could be that this person kind of didn't want to entertain the idea of having a family with you. Maybe because they had some hang-ups from childhood. Maybe their childhood was a nightmare. You know? But I really feel like they are apologetic and that they really want to come in and be somebody you can depend on, somebody you can step out on. All right? They're willing to put in the work. Let's see what else. What's the advice? Oh, yeah. Voids, charisma. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. Boundaries. Okay. Y'all are going to have to really discuss voids and boundaries. This is what I'm seeing, okay? There's going to come a point where in your communicating, after you probably decide to kind of, go towards peace and relaxation, and you can kind of get out of the conflict of it all, you're going to have a conversation and you're going to need to discuss, not meeting each other's, voids with people outside of your relationship, which should be obvious, but this is what this person may be saying to you right now, right? And this may be why you are thinking that they're just giving you a bunch of slick talk, because they recognize that they were trying to fill voids, right? They're letting you know that they're putting up boundaries, that they're willing to protect what y'all have. So there's discussions about voids and boundaries. What is acceptable? What is not acceptable? What is expected? What is not expected? So on and so forth. I feel like with this charisma card, you feel like this person is communicating this, but they're slick talking you. But I see the baggage card wants to come out. Trust on the bottom of the deck. Okay? Clarify charisma, Spirit. Sparks. See, y'all got that thing too. But this is at the same time kind of why I'm feeling like, the feminine in this reading is like, nah, they trying to play me. And the trust card fell out. The trust card fell out. But the card says guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. So you recognize the charisma, you recognize the sparks, the chemistry with this person, but there is a trust issue here that y'all are going to have to work through together. It's looking like though you're going to work through it. Look what fell out, y'all. Wedding and wish. Wedding and wish. Wedding and wish. I ain't even got to interpret that. I don't think I have to interpret that, do I? Okay, well, let me just tell you. Somebody in this situation, or both of you, absolutely want the other person to be your person. You absolutely want to marry them. This person wants to marry you. You are this person's wish, and they are yours. But there's trust issues. You have to have a conversation about voids and boundaries, okay? And I feel like with this person's energy and their them wanting to apologize and make this promise to you that they are going to be dependable. They want to be with you. but they know they're going to have to put in the work. But what I like is what I see, and what I see is that they want to put in the work, and they will put in the work to get you back into either, take on full responsibility for the family y'all have created, or to move into creating a family with you. All right, this is a beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. Please don't forget to hit the like button so we can push the message out to the algorithm so it can get to whoever needs to hear it. To my returning subscribers, what's good, gang gang? Love you guys. To my first time viewers, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe, join the tribe, okay? And turn your notification bell on so you'll know when your girl is back with another message. I love you guys. Peace, family.